against an unranked opponent, can you take care of business? It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense that has the first possession of the game. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core.
And that matchup with this running back versus these linebackers is a lot of fun. And David, one thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of this defense, and they got some swag. But Nick, make no mistake, this running back is good, and this might be the best guy that they've seen. So can he make plays? Can he make those guys miss and still be the engine of this offense? We've got a tremendous matchup today.
Taylor wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They are going to try to...
Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Here's a heat. Takes the easy one to the back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
3rd and short now, they snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
And obviously on that 3rd down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO, but how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up 4th down.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Now the play fake. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get us.
Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. And they're able to make the tackle. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, 2, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. It'll be 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Neil boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Dickey. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Dickey. Could be an alley. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does, and I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the 2 guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Picked up 5 on that last. Play now, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play.
Has it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. He did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Evans. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Taylor wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Just feeds the running back. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Going left, Fluff Bothwell. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He stopped short of the first down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They want to throw it. Completes it in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
checking in from the Mississippi State sideline. One thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this.
Turning it on! He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Trying to bull his way in. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Took a shot as he threw. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And they will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with Coach McGuire at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Carter. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And all of a sudden, this offense starting to look like the Stanford offenses that David Shaw used to coach, where they had 3 NFL tight ends on the field at the same time and lining guys up all over the place, making it hard for the defense. These guys got weapons. They've got big guys that can catch the ball and hurt you. I love the formation, and I love the execution.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Motion from the back. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Hold and finds his man on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Mississippi State right back to the line. Running right, it's Bothwell. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Trying play action. Got out of trouble and throws. And the misconnection on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're
trying to beat the D deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Pressure coming, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Cotton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle it.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback keep. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
24, Texas Tech, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. It's complete to the left. Here's a little room there. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. With the draw, it's Sticky. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. In the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Time to take a shot. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as...
Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he's dragged down. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Now the play fake. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. This is turning into a death march for this defense. 13th play of the drive coming. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Complete on the left to Williams. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The defense has it in the waiting moments, trying to keep them alive, and he scores!
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this team, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this 2-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Looking to throw. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try.
24, Texas Tech, 19.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter.
There he goes! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Punt is on its way. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He wants a big play here late. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
4th down, gotta have it here. Looking down the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Hammond. Got his man on the right, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that